Hi Aquarius, it's Becky and we're going to be working with you first today, and we're going to be focusing on that partial solar eclipse, the new moon partial solar eclipse in your sign, Aquarius. Now, this particular eclipse is going to be occurring in your first house. Now, last month when we had, or should I say, January 31st, last month, very last day, we had that lunar eclipse in your 7th house, which was the house of relationships and contracts. And now the sun is coming into play, but the solar eclipse is directly across the sky in your first house. Now, your first house on the astrology wheel, if we're using the solar chart for everybody, it is regarding your own personal self, how you appear, what your, impressions are that you're creating in others. It can be brand new beginnings. It can be an attitude that you particularly have right now. But also, this particular solar eclipse is going to ping back across the sky to your 7th house of relationships, contracts, whether they be business or in love. Some kind of mutuality or sharing possibly. So that energy is going to be pinging back and forth, but right now that solar eclipse is sitting right in your first house in the last few degrees of your sign, 27 degrees, I believe. 27 degrees of Aquarius. Now, this is a solar chart. I am not an astrologer, but I do like to follow it and combine it with my readings because I find it's helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and sit down here and show you the cards that we will be doing on the reading portion today. Excuse me. Okay, so today we're going to be using the traditional Rider-Waite deck. Boy, excuse me. We'll be crowning the reading with our Romance Angels Oracle cards, and we'll also be drawing one card from Messages from Your Angels. Now, we're going to go ahead and slide those up. I have already created the sacred space, and I am not using a candle right now because I am in the north side of the house, and if you follow feng shui, which I do, the north side of the house for the year 2018, beginning February 4, we're not supposed to light candles or use a fireplace in this location. So candles we are doing away with for the rest of this particular year until next February, and I may move my location so that I can use the candle again. But for now, we've got our trusty pink quartz, which is always a beautiful stone, which resonates with the vibration of love. Okay, alrighty, so let's get started. And we're going to draw 3 cards today for information and guidance for us, for you Aquarius, in your first house as it pings across the sky to the 7th. Angels, we're reading for Aquarius for this partial solar eclipse in their sign. One card, angels, to start the, whoops, they want me to do that. I started to take another one and they said that one. Okay, angels, second card for Aquarius that has to do with that first card. Second card for Aquarius. Angels, second card. Second card. Second, there it is. Okay. Angels, the third card for Aquarius in, February. There we go. And we'll leave these up here in case we need to clarify them. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at these particular cards. We'll turn them over, and then I'm going to show you those one by one. Okay, Aquarius, the first card we have today is the 2 of Cups. Beautiful card. Next, we have the 2 of Wands, or 2 of Rods. And the third card today is the 3 of Rods. So we have a progression between the 2 and the 3. Okay, so let's get started. Now, we're going to be reading in the context of the first house, which is you, pinging across the sky to the 7th house. So we've got an axis going on that 1st and 7th. So let's look at what we've got. Now, in the first house, if it's all about you and how you are appearing and what you truly want and what you're really on about this particular month, as this eclipse is going to trigger we have the Two of Cups. So this is the general overall energy of this particular eclipse and how it's going to trigger you. Now, by looking at the card, we can see that the cups represent the deepest heartfelt love between two individuals here. And there's an eye to the future and joining forces, so to speak, in love, because we have this beautiful home in the distance. And the connotation of the card is that these people are divinely matched. Indeed, we've got the angel wings above them, blessing them. This is one of the most romantic cards in the deck because it really means true love, two souls choosing to come together. And you can see that he's reached out his hand to touch this particular cup that she is holding. And the genders don't matter here, but this is a traditional card, so it's depicted like this. And what we can discern from this is the overall energy, Aquarius. You are being invited to consider how it is that you want to move forward in love. Now, this is all about love. And like I said, the first house where this eclipse is hitting you is standing directly across the sky from the 7th house, which is marriage, contracts, living together in some kind of, agreements. It's all about that for you, Aquarius. So here's what I'm going to say. This particular eclipse, it's coming up on February 15th, has the potential to change your life forever. And it's the kind of forever where something is going to come up for you in the next, beginning on the 15th of February, all the way up to even 6 or even maybe 12 months down the line. Sometimes it can happen that way. But definitely the energy could go forward for 6 months. Sometimes the energy is stronger in the first month after the eclipse or within a few days, but it can occur later. But the energy is one of you deciding for your own self, who is it that you want to embrace as your partner in this life going forward for a long time. And as this is standing across the sky from the 7th house on your solar chart, this means that I kind of feel like you're just looking across the sky and you're thinking, I need to make a decision. I'm ready. I'm ready to make this decision and I'm ready to move forward with a special someone. And here's the deal, Aquarius. This is a life-changing moment. It's almost like when you decide to do this, it's something that's going to be with you for a long, long time. Either the rest of your life on the planet with this other person, or as long as you both decide you want to continue that. But it definitely could stand the test of time. And it really will alter your path in life. You are standing, Aquarius, at this juncture. I wanted to say at the precipice, but actually you're standing at this particular moment in your life. You're looking at where you've been. You're looking at where you've gone before now and where you stand now. And you are looking through these two rods you've established on either side of you out to sea. You can survey everything down below. And for once, things are starting to become clear. And what's coming clear for you is the direction you need to go in. And even more than that, the feeling that it's time to make the choice. You are at a crossroads, Aquarius, in your life, most likely. This may not apply to all of you, but I can guarantee it applies to a lot of you. You have reached the moment where you stand in your home sector in the sky, the first house, looking out across the sky at that 7th house, marriage and partnership and contracts, legal contracts as it were, and you're saying to yourself, here I am, I'm ready to make the decision, I'm thinking about where I've been in life, and I'm thinking about where I want to go next because I've reached a juncture and I've got to decide, do I go left? Do I go right? It's up to me. And whatever I choose, life will not be the same, in a good way, after I make that decision. It's one that I really can't go back on. At least I can't go back to this particular road where I stand now. I may be able to go back, technically, and undo what I choose later in life, but it will what's the word I want? It will forever change this particular moment in time as you stand on the precipice. As you stand on the precipice of making a decision. That's the energy that's going to be coming in on February 15th onward. And what is the advice? Well, we've got the progression, as you notice here, from the 2 of rods to the 3. To the 3. And the 3 can sometimes be making the choice. So here you are, realizing this is a moment of decision, of a life decision for you. It's one of great import, and that one that should not be entered into frivolously, but one that should be taken seriously before you choose. And you don't know if you can choose. You're not even sure you can choose. You're standing there and you're saying, I have to make a choice. What do I do? Maybe some of you might be a little bit panicked. Why? Because it concerns a life partnership with somebody. But fear not, Aquarius, because the advice card says, make the decision. This 3 of Wands is a card of, it can be a card of collaboration, negotiation. Now, you know, when it's true love calls us to rise to our very best in terms of our ability to negotiate between two people in their negotiation for their love lives and for their partnership as a couple. There is negotiation skills, or there are negotiation skills that are involved. There's a collaboration. It's a collaborative venture. The 3 of Wands speaks to collaboration. And the 3 of Wands also speaks to great success, because you've made the choice and now you're waiting for those ships to come in and for all of the great abundance of life and love to come to you, because you're going to make that choice. And it is going to be one that appears to be very satisfactory indeed. It feeds you on a soul basis, and it takes your life in such a way on a different path that you are enriched beyond measure. You are enriched beyond measure with this coupling. It's joining with another person that will take you on an adventure where your soul will grow and you will be nurtured and enriched by this experience beyond your wildest dreams. There may be some trepidation. You may be scared. That's normal. That's normal. You may be scared that, well, if I go this way, this XYZ could happen. If I go this way, ABC could happen. Whatever it is, that's normal as you stand, knowing the weight of your decision. You know this is a serious decision, but it's one that once you make it, you're going to be very glad you did. Okay, Aquarius, we're going to We're going to draw one card from the Romance Angels Oracle cards to crown our reading today. Angels, we're reading for Aquarius for the eclipse of February 15. What else can you tell us, angels, for Aquarius eclipse time? There it is. Let's take a look. Whoa. All right. Interesting card to get, Aquarius. I think you can see that. I think I have this marked out where you can see it. So I think that's a good place for you to see this card. What it says is past life relationship. Yes, You have known each other before. You know, here, when I look at this, I see you, Aquarius, this person, whoever it is in your mind, you may not even be in their presence right now. Maybe they're a long-distance relationship. Sometimes can refer to that, or even this, maybe looking out across the ocean. And maybe the person's not with you right now, and you're staring and trying to figure out, I don't know why I feel this connection, but I feel this deep connection. Have I known them before? And you're looking at this globe and thinking, where did I know them before? Surely I didn't know them in this lifetime. But I feel there's a soul connection that goes beyond just love and marriage. There's a soul connection to this person. And it's basically you could be time traveling right here. This gentleman, he's looking into that globe and he's thinking, I've known this person before, and it was not during this time period on the earth. It was another time and another place. Another time and another place. And if it was not on earth, then perhaps it was on the other side before you both were born here in this time and in this space. So it's a deep soul calling when we draw this card. It's a deep, deep, deep soul calling. And frankly, I don't think you're going to have a hard time making that decision, Aquarius. I mean, at first you may be scared because it feels risky. This gentleman here has sent his ships out to sea, and, you know, he's not sure if they're going to come back laden with riches and profits for his business, but he's taken the risk to launch them, and now he's waiting to see. And that's exactly what this might feel like to you, Aquarius, that you're taking a risk, because, you know, you guys are known for having a very cool persona. In love, you know, you're cool-headed, and sometimes you don't reveal your true feelings. You feel them, yes you do, but you don't always speak them. You kind of sort of present this facade of this cool, calm exterior that's unruffled in all circumstances. But let me say to you that this yearning to join forces with another in a love relationship that spans the test of time is a soul calling that is deep for you, Aquarius. Let's take a look at the angels. Messages from our angels. Messages from the angels. Angels, could we have one final message here for Aquarius for the eclipse of February 15? The eclipse of February 15 for our Aquarius friends. No. Eclipse of February. There it is. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay. Wow. This is the card Mystique, and the quote from the angels is, keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Okay. So when you go out in the world to make a negotiation, so to speak, which if we wanted to, we could say an offer, to make the offer to someone like this, whom you feel a very strong soul connection, whether it be past life, if you believe in that, or maybe just on the other side before you came into these bodies. You may be reluctant to do it. You may be a little bit scared, but the advice from the angels is to keep charging ahead. Go for it. Don't listen to your negative self-talk, which may be saying no. Just do it. And when you do it, you are going to get miraculous results. Miraculous results that I think you are going to enjoy very much for many years to come. Aquarius, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember that eclipse is on February 15. It's at 27 degrees of Aquarius. That is right there in your first house. This is a big turning point for you. Definitely a turning point for you in love. Definitely. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I look forward to speaking with you in about, I don't know, a couple of weeks' time. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.